Yo, so what is going on, guys? It is your boy MLG Squid here, and welcome to a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video. And in this one, this is going to be a pretty interesting one. This is going to be slightly different than my normal content here in Fortnite February. This is going to be me ranking all top 5 of the seasons that I played in Fortnite from worst to best. So the last season the first season I'll mention was absolutely terrible. But down to the best season, it was hard to rank, especially the top 3 were extremely hard to rank. And, yeah, so anyways, though, guys, let's get right into this list. So, yeah, let's get right into this. And feel free to tell me in the comments what how would you rank these seasons. I started playing in Season 3, and I've played every single season since then, and I bought all the Battle Passes in all of them. I only completed Season 3, 6, and 7, and Battle Pass at least, and I know my way around Fortnite. And one thing you will notice, though, is, like, the amount of content that was added at the beginning of the season is going to take a huge factor into this list for me. And also the live events. The live events are going to take a huge chunk of the percent of how good the seasons rank. So yeah, let's get right into this, guys. So the worst season in all of Fortnite, at least starting from Season 3 to 7. This is Season 5, guys. Now, Season 5 really was a terrible season. I played the least amount of Fortnite in this season, and this was the season for summer of 2018. It started on July 12th and went to September 27th, and honestly, man, they didn't add much to this season. The new item in the Battle Pass was the new item in the Battle Pass were toys. I don't know about you guys, I never use toys. I just use emotes, or I don't use my wheel at all. Toys are just useless. They don't interest me at all. They did add a couple cool things like Paradise Palms and the Rifts. I think those were pretty cool, and you could argue the SMG and the Compact SMG were pretty cool, and the Double Barrel, but 2 out of the 3 of those weapons got vaulted, and I'm guessing the Compact SMG is going to be vaulted again by the end of Season 7, because nobody likes the thing. But, yeah, I think the LMG got vaulted at the beginning of the season. I'm not sure what else did exactly, but I know a bunch of things got vaulted because I didn't pay attention in Season 5. But the reason this season was so bad is because it only introduced one new area, and that was Paradise Palms. It didn't do anything to Dusty at all. Season 4, you saw the evolution of Dusty throughout Season 4, Season 5, and onward. There was nothing. Like, yeah, there was snow in the later seasons, but that is it. Season 5 didn't do anything. Season 5 literally just added the spray and pray meta, which, if you played back then, you know how terrible that was, man. It was garbage. The game just didn't feel very fun to play at that point in time. We had the Cube get introduced, Kevin the Cube, which I didn't really care at all about until obviously it went away, and throughout that live event, was there even a live event in Season 5, connecting Season 5 to Season 6? I guess the floating island, the floating cube, the island in Loot Lake, I guess, but that's not memorable to me. That's why I couldn't even remember it. But Season 5 really was the worst season in Fortnite history. But moving on to the next spot here, this is the number 4 spot, Season 4. Now, Season 4 really isn't a bad season like Season 5 was. This one was just, compared to the rest, compared to 3, 6, and 7, I didn't really like this one. I did, but I didn't. So, I think it added way more at launch day than Season 5 did. I mean, it added so much more, man. It added Risky Reels, it added Dusty Divot, it added all those craters around the map, which would actually, those craters were cool. I wish those were still in the game, because it would actually incentivize you to land at those, like, weird areas on the map where the craters were, so that you could get extra loot. Like, it was pretty cool. But I also liked the Hop Rocks. The Hop Rocks were, like, the main thing of Season 4, and yeah, they were pretty annoying if you were going up against someone that was using a Hop Rock, because it was just over, the gunfight was over, you'd basically lose every time. But, you know, it was pretty cool. It was definitely used for mobility a lot, to get, you know, from circle to circle on the map, and I liked it. I don't know about you guys, but Season 4 is pretty good. Also, Season 4 is considered it's regarded as, like, the worst battle pass in Fortnite. I think Season 5's worse. But moving on to my third best season, or the middle season here. Like I said, the top 3 here is definitely was the hardest to choose from here, in my opinion. But at the number 3 spot, I have Season 6. Now, Season 6 was actually one of my most played seasons. At the beginning of the season, it was turning out to be my least played, but I ended up getting Dire. I ended up getting pretty much everything that I could in Season 6, and I ended up really liking the season. I liked the corruption zones. They were just like the craters, the little craters around the map from Season 4, like I mentioned before. They were just like those because they allowed me to go to different areas that I never would have went to before. They were really, really cool, and I hope they do something like that. They probably are gonna do something like that for Season 8, but I hope they do, honestly. I hope they have, like, lava pools, little volcanoes around the map. That would be awesome, but overall, Season 6 was pretty fun. It ended the cube. It did add Fortnite mares, which a lot of people didn't really like, but you know what? It was something different. It was challenges. It was added the cube monsters for the first time. It added the cube and took away the cube from that butterfly event. And overall, man, it was a pretty cool little season. The battle pass, in my opinion, was very lackluster. I really didn't like how the entire thing was Halloween themed. Like, I didn't really like that too much, but Dire wasn't a very cool tier 100 skin either, and that's why I don't think plus, it didn't really have as many people playing and as much of an incentive to play as Season 7 and, hopefully 8. But overall, man, Season 6 was a pretty good season, in my opinion. And moving on to the next season here, guys, this is gonna be Season 7. This Season 3 or 7 was a hard one for me to choose, guys. I think I've put more time into playtime into Season 7 because I hit like level 70, at least that's what I am right now, level 69 or something like that, almost level 70, I'm pretty sure. It had a great event. It had the best events out of anything. The beginning of Season 7, where the map just got all snowed in, was phenomenal, where the iceberg came in. It was great. The map was so much fun to explore on day 1, and the day 1 of Season 7, there was so much content, guys. There was a completely new battle pass. There were challenges to go along with the Ice King, Lynx. Every skin now in the Season 7 battle pass now has styles because, of course, the overtime challenges for Powder Trog and Onesie. So that is the first season to do that. It's also probably the most replayable season and the season that makes me come back to the game over and over because of things like the Marshmallow event, the Ice Storm event, just the overtime event, just stuff like that. Plus, they're giving away a free battle pass if you complete the 13 overtime challenges, which, time this video goes up, you still will be able to complete them. I haven't completed them all yet. All the challenges aren't even out. I think Friday is when the last batch comes out. But overall, man, I've really enjoyed Season 7. It's my most played season, and it's gonna go down as one of my favorites, and my second favorite as it stands right now. But moving on to the number 1 spot, guys, here in the list. This is my favorite season out of Fortnite Seasons 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 here, guys. I will probably update this eventually, maybe at the end of Season 8, but Season 3, obviously, guys, it was my first season. There's really not too much to say. It was just phenomenal. I think for everyone, it's their first season that they start playing. It's their favorite because, obviously, nostalgic reasons. I started playing pretty much at this same time of the year last year, and after that, it got even crazier as it went from there. But I remember Fortnite, man. The reason I played it is because I was bored of COD World War II at the time, and I wanted to play something different. And now, look at what Fortnite has become. I would have never thought that I'd still be playing this game, this free-to-play game, for an extra year and beyond, because I'll be playing it, obviously, probably in 2020, if they keep releasing good updates and, really consistent updates, consistent content drops. And so far, they have done that pretty much every single week of every single, how long the game's been out, man. Obviously, I didn't start at the beginning. I started towards the beginning of Season 3, and I still got John Wick. It was a very, very great time for me when I got that. It was my first Battle Pass complete, my first season, of me playing and everything, and it was just, overall, man, it's definitely my most nostalgic season. Plus, back then, there were so many noobs, and obviously, and by noobs, I mean me, because I was such a noob back then, and everyone else was as well, man. Like, unless you were Ninja or Myth back then, man, like, everyone was a noob, okay? You cannot deny that if you played back then, and Season 3, in my opinion, is the best Fortnite season. Not counting, of course, Season 1 and 2, and if I did play back then, those would probably top Season 3 and the rest of them. Anyways, so guys, that is going to be it for my season ranking video here in Fortnite, ranking Seasons 3 to 7 from worst to best. Pretty much the game has stayed the same throughout the time. It's just like basically the events and the content that has dropped throughout the seasons. That's how I determined this, and just overall how much I enjoyed the seasons. Anyways, have a great day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Peace out, guys.